Hey, what's up, YouTube? In this week's episode of Let's Talk Mold, I want to talk to you a little bit about hiring the right remediation contractor. So let's get to it. So, for this week's episode, I've kind of summarized my thoughts based on experience, based on client feedback, so on and so forth, and put together 8 bulletin points of what I think it takes to hire the right remediation contractor. Bullet point number 1, looking for better rated companies. Better rated companies could be based on Google reviews, it could be based on sources like Angie's List, Home Advisor. Looking for a contractor that has 4 to 5 stars, that has an A rating on up on sources like Better Business Bureau, Angie's List, Home Advisor, and so on and so forth. This would be your first step toward actually choosing somebody reputable enough to work in your home. Bullet point number 2. Are you looking for simply a mold remediation company or a turnkey remediation contractor? The difference being one company specializes in solely the mold remediation service, getting your home prepped and ready for a post-remediation verification, and also the post-remediation reconstruction by what would be another contractor. In a turnkey remediation contractor approach, you would be typically hiring an individual or a company that can handle the service from start to finish, essentially returning your home into a pre-loss state. Number 3, the more estimates and proposals, the merrier. This isn't a classic case of simply looking for the best price, but this is simply looking for the most information one can acquire during the hiring of a contractor process. More specifically, you may bring out a contractor that talks a whole lot about the remediation process and the importance on utilizing the right chemicals, which is very important, whereas another remediation professional may come in and express to you the importance of having an adequately sealed containment barrier. So this isn't to say that one company is better than the other, but this is to say that you should take tidbits of information from every different professional and utilize that to make the most informed decision that you can. Number 4, is the company or companies that you are considering actually licensed? It's important to know, number 1, your state laws pertaining to what requires a license versus what doesn't. And number 2, in the event that your state does require a license, you want to make sure that the professional or professionals that you are considering are actually indeed licensed. Most states have a website that you can go to where you can actually verify a license rather than take that contractor's word for it. Number 5, workers' compensation versus a workers' compensation exemption. Knowing the difference is important, as this could be the difference between you opening yourself up to a liability when having one or more contractors working in your home. A workers' compensation umbrella policy is one that covers all employees that are on the payroll of the contracting firm that you are utilizing, whereas workers' compensation exemption is relevant to only one individual. This only pertains to that individual that is labeled on the form, so it's very important that if you are going to hire a contractor that utilizes an exemption form, make sure that you have an exemption form for every single individual that's going to be working in your home. Number 6, make sure you do your due diligence as a homeowner to confirm and verify any piece of documentation sent over by a contractor. This isn't to say we don't trust that contractor. This is just to say that you are going to protect your assets. Make sure that you contact any number that is at the top of a certificate of liability document, a copy of a license, whereas you may not even have to contact the state, but merely go to the state's website to verify a license, at the end of the day, don't just take the contractor's word for it that they are appropriately licensed and insured. Moving along, certifications, albeit not required, are certainly a plus. Having a company, or specifically the individuals working in your home, having gone through some level of formal training and earning a certification stating that they are now verified to some extent is certainly a plus in my book. Last but certainly not least, and personally this is at the top of my priority list, is the safety data sheets, or SDS sheets in short. These are the sheets in which talk about all of the ingredients that are within any product or products that are going to be used within a property. It is also a requirement in many states that a contractor provide all occupants within a home or workplace with a copy of a safety data sheet informing them of what products will be used inside of this property. It also allows them to do their due diligence to look into these products before use, as to ensure that all occupants are comfortable with the use of these products. Well, now that you have a little more knowledge in hiring the right mold remediation professional, now starts the fun part of the interview process. I wish you all the best, and as always with all my previous videos here, there's only been one, be sure to comment below, hit that like button, encourage us to keep on doing what we're doing, and by us, I mean me. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.